Hey guys, welcome to another recipe. If you are a carbaholic like I used to be,
right.
These crackers are going to be a welcome relief. They have no grain in them. They're made with almond flour. And this is a super simple almond flour cracker recipe. It includes 2 ingredients, and we're going to add a couple more. But really, the only ingredients you need are almond flour and 1 egg. That's it.
And salt.
And salt. And a couple other things. But as far as the basic recipe, it's 2 ingredients. It's almond flour and salt. And you need some parchment paper because we're going to put on the parchment paper and roll it out to sort of get a nice flat surface. But we want to have two sheets of the parchment paper so that you roll the roller on top so it doesn't stick to the almond flour. I found that out last night when I did this without that, and it kind of stuck a little bit.
Right. So if you're a person who is doing probably a mostly keto protocol, and you're really missing your bread or potatoes or anything like that, this is great. A salad, some protein, and some of these crackers are a great meal and a welcome little snack too.
Indeed. Okay, so let's start with the egg. So we got 1 egg we're going to put in here.
Okay.
1 egg. And let's get rid of that. And we'll beat that egg, and then we're also going to put in the almond flour. Jody, if you could start adding the almond flour. And basically you just want to get the almond flour all around the egg, and after a while you may have to stop using the beater, as I am. You can just have to massage it in with your hands.
Yep.
And that is okay.
So 2 cups of almond flour.
Yep, and 1 egg.
And
that's
1
all
egg.
you got to do. So you mix it together. Make sure the egg gets into all of the almond flour.
Yep.
And then Jody, you have some salt ready there. Now the recipe called for half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to put in a whole teaspoon because these are supposed to be like saltines. So they are supposed to be salty. So I'll put that in there. Great. Mix all that in. Now this is surprisingly making a ball of dough like pretty quick.
Right.
Pretty quick here. And Jody, we got some other things here.
Yeah, so we've made this a few times, and we've made just plain, and then we've had it with some goat cheese and some salmon or something like that. It's a nice snack, and you get your fats in. But you can add whatever you want. If you're a person who likes Italian seasoning, go ahead. If you're a person who likes like fishy type things and you want to add your kelp seasoning in there, you can do that.
I like to get some iodine, from the kelp seasoning.
Get some iodine, absolutely. Today we're going to add some smoked paprika, which is super smoky, and some nutritional yeast. So we're going to make them kind of a little bit cheesy.
Okay.
And we really don't have a set amount to add. You just sprinkle a little bit because you want them to taste a little bit smoky. And we're going to add a little bit of the nutritional yeast, just kind of a light sprinkle, probably a couple tablespoons.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Yep.
Just to make it a little bit cheesy. I don't know if you're familiar with nutritional yeast, but lots of great benefits.
B vitamins.
B vitamins, huge protein, fiber. So if you're somebody who is not having cheese, these make things kind of cheesy. And if you add pepper and nutritional yeast.
That's good on popcorn.
Yeah, pepper and nutritional yeast is good on a lot of things, and it sort of makes it taste like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yep.
The secret recipe.
So what we're left with is a almond flour ball about the size of a softball.
Yep.
And then we're going to put it between the sheets of parchment paper. And this recipe, when you're done with it, for every 5 crackers, says here you've got only 4 net carbs. So it's about a carb a cracker, which is pretty good.
Right, especially if you're staying below that 20 gram or 30 gram carbs. These are a welcome thing to any diet.
Per 4 crackers, you've only got 1 gram of natural sugar. We're not adding any kind of sugar at all, but there's some natural sugar in there. So you're going to get about 1 gram of natural sugar and 9 grams of protein. Get that. All right, so we're just going to squash that down and bring that over here. Now, Jody, if you would hold this, because this gets kind of vigorous here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck with that. You know what? We're just going to use the 1 sheet of parchment paper like we did last night.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So let's put that over on here. There. That'll work now. Okay. I'm going to roll that out. We had made it about, I don't know, 1/4 inch thick last night when we did this.
Yep.
And some of them were kind of chewy. So we don't want to do that. You can hold on the side there? Great, thank you.
Yeah, you want them to be more crispy than chewy.
Yep.
Definitely.
And while you're doing this, you want to set your oven to 350. That's the temperature we want to have it at. And you're going to put them in there for about, I don't know, what did we put them in there? The recipe says 8 to 12 minutes. We put them in there for 10. And again, the thinner it is, the shorter it's going to take to bake. And what you're looking for is just for the edges to get kind of tan color. And then you kind of know you're done. So this is getting pretty thin now. And you know, of course, you're not going to get a perfect shape when you're doing this. So what we did last night is we took a knife and we cut the sides off and kind of reposition them, and then we re-rolled it to try and get that square shape. So Jody, you want to try and do that again? Okay, hold on a sec. Let me get a little flatter here. All right, that seems pretty good. Okay, let's cut that up. There we go. And what we're going to do at the end here, we're also going to use the roller. We have a pizza cutter, so you can see it there. So what we're going to do is we're going to score it so that when they're nice and dried and baked, it's easy to just separate them. You want to do that beforehand. All right, so this is a real fun recipe to do. That smells good. You can smell the smoked paprika. Okay. There we go. That's pretty good. Not bad.
Not great.
Not great, but not bad. Not great. You know, these things are imperfect. But anyway, so there we go. Nice and flat. Okay, there. There. So after a while there, it doesn't stick as bad. There, it's getting nice and flat. And again, nice and thin. If you like a thicker cracker that doesn't have much of a crunch, you could keep it thicker, I suppose. But I really wanted that thin, that really thin crunch. And that's why I like the outsides that were kind of really thin on the edges when we did it last night.
Right.
Okay, so that's pretty good. Now, you're going to score them, Jody, in just whatever size you want, but like a cracker. All right, there we go. And going to bake this for 8 to 10 minutes.
Also puncture them a little bit with the fork.
Yeah, let the air escape so they don't puff up. There we go. Good, so you end up with something that looks like that. And you bake it for 10 minutes, and when you're done, you have crackers. Some really good for you crackers that don't have any of the hang-ups of gluten or anything like that.
Right.
And you can enjoy them on pretty much any kind of diet, and you're not going to have the grains. You've got lots of protein, very, very low net carbs, hardly any sugar at all, and it's all natural sugar. And really tastes great and satisfies that bread craving that you've got.
Right, absolutely.
All right, so thanks for joining us for another recipe. We'll see you again next time.